Can you guys hear me? There we go. You got to go back. You got to refresh the page. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. Okay, I think I'm here. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. That's the issue. I do not know why it was acting so stupid beforehand, but hear me. There we go. I don't know what that issue was about. I do not know what that issue was about, but I guess you guys can hear me now. You put the thumbs up if you can hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Operation Heal One Heart channel where we do what? Focus on healing humor and hot motherfucking topics. So, what I have come to notice is that, like you guys, I watch reality shows, right? And in doing so and watching them, I realized that in the moment when I'm taking notes and doing them, I'm here, Miss Carlene. You know what it is? You have to let me type in the chat. Let me type in the chat. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, guys. I don't know why my doggone thing was trying to be so stupid and try to start some trouble. But anyway, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Welcome to the Operation 100 channel where you do what? Focus on healing humor around hot topics. So let me tell y'all something what I'm noticing about watching these reality shows, right? I'm noticing that when I try to give y'all my review of the show after the fact, like say I give it to you a day later, 2 days later, whatever, I have lost my momentum regarding the show. So it doesn't seem as lit as, it normally would be because I have lost my umph for when I watch the show. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me just say one thing. Because I feel bad. My people probably cursing me out. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. So what I was basically saying was that I noticed that when I have the momentum in the moment after I watch the show, it's like, oh, okay, I have so much things to say. I have so many opinions on it. But then when I go to tell y'all my feedback after the fact, it looks crazy because it's like, oh, well, you kind of sort of don't have the same momentum as before, so it doesn't come across as it should. Which is I want to give you guys my total personality and you know what I'm saying, let you see who I really am and how I really do my lives and so on and so forth, right? So I'm there like, you know what? Instead of me waiting to the next day, 5 days later, so on and so forth, I'm like, how about in the moment right after I watch, because I'm taking the notes as I'm watching the show. How about I just go on live after that and let you guys hear my feedback because it's like, damn, you don't seem as though you really, really, really enjoyed the show or didn't enjoy the show, whatever your feedback was during that time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I so apologize. First of all, if you are here, drop your name in the chat so I can shout you out. Second of all, put the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, hit the like so I can be like, hey girl, hit the hey boy, hey family, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Also, if you want to leave me a super chat, I know you guys were a little confused about how to do so. Is when you go leave your comment, they ask you if you want to leave a super chat, super thanks, if you want to, and that probably consists of you giving $1.99, $10.99, $20.99, $30.99. You can give what you want. There is no pressure. There's no pressure. What I care about is you being here. You actually being here and hitting the like on the video. Anything else aside from that is just extra, and I appreciate it all. Let's get into this review. Let's get into this review. So I don't know if you guys are Real Housewives of. Hey, Danny D. Hey, Miss Colleen. I don't know if you guys are Real Housewives of Potomac watchers, but we getting into this review. And what I learned is that no. I'm not calling this review no whole what the show say it. I mean, I'm not calling this episode what the show say it is. So let's just say the episode is called We Went to Lake Norman. No. The episode is called Mia B. Manning. That's what we calling this episode. So instead of hey oh Lin Lin, instead of it being the whole oh we calling it the name that Bravo called it. No, I'm rearranging that. We're calling this episode. This is the Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to say this episode 4. I'm not sure, and it's called Mia v. Manning. Okay, let's get it going. So it starts off with me in the car with Karen. That's how it left off the last time. So they're in the car, they're driving on up to Lake Norman. Y'all can put me on to what Lake Norman is because I have no idea what it is. Sound corny. You might as well went to Lake La fucking Mia. But in any event, they driving up to Lake Norman and Mia crafty ass. You know what I see with Mia? Mia want to dethrone Cameron, but she knows she can't. So she try to be like nice, nasty to her, like how Giselle is. But it don't land. It don't land. It don't hit the same. It don't hit the same, right? I cannot stand you, Mia. But anywho, so she's basically having a conversation with Karen about, her accident and so on and so forth. And she's trying to low key make it seem like, oh, I'm so concerned about what happened to you, Mia. You didn't give a damn because you was being shady in everything you said to Karen at that moment. And you was also being shady in your confessionals. So anyway, Mia says one part. And when Mia said this part, I got so annoyed that the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. Mia had the nerve to say in her confessional, she was like, I'm just because Karen is basically saying, like, listen, I'm not owning up to nothing. Once the court case is over and they decide what I am, then that's the story I will tell y'all bitches. But in the meantime, in between time, you ain't getting nothing from me because I'm not gonna further incriminate myself, right? So Mia is in a confessional because what I see is that because of the situation, which is drunk driving, folks are really like, you should take accountability and responsibility because that's your fault. It's something you did wrong. You made a choice. I'm not denying none of that. But in any event, if she does not want to own that, that's on her. Thank you, Pookie, for the super sticker. He gave me $3.99. Yes, Pookie! Always supporting his world business. So anyway, she goes in her confessional. She like, I'm disappointed in Karen because she's not owning her ish. Mia, you since the moment you stepped on this motherfucking show and try to make us believe that Gordon was a billionaire and you were his billionaire wife, you have lied about everything under the sun to a point that Carlos Kings calls you Mia be lying, right? You lie about everything. So the fact that you would get upset because Karen is not owning up to something irritates me because before we get to Cameron owning up to anything, let's get to how the fuck you lie about everything. You irritate my ass bone, and I think you're a transsexual, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, Mia be man and shut the fuck up. So anyway, as they was talking, Karen started talking about how she heard Jacqueline was saying that when they had a phone conversation post her accident, that Jacqueline believed that when she was talking to Karen, Karen was tipsy, right? And it flashed over to the other call where I think it was Wendy, Jacqueline, and Giselle. And Jacqueline was talking about the same thing. She was like, well, I feel like Karen is mad at me because I said the conversation we had that night post her accident. She sounded tipsy, yada, yada, yada. Where she tried to bring that up, I'm not going to lie in these moments because I'm not normally proud of Wendy. I'm sorry. I'm not outside of her academic accomplishments and I'm just not proud of who she is socially as a woman. It irritates me. She gives me pick me vibes. But in any event, I was proud of Wendy in that moment because she shut it down. She was like, listen, Karen is not here to defend herself, Jacqueline. So whatever you said, whatever you did, guess what, bitch, that's on you. You have to talk to Karen about that. So I was like, okay, Wendy, you may actually have some nuts tucked up under somewhere. I don't know, right? So then Wendy inquires with Giselle. She like, well, how are you and Karen? So Giselle said that her and Karen are gonna have to talk through some things. And you know what I could tell? You know what I could tell? And I love the fact that it's known is that Giselle know that Karen is also Queen Bee. See, Giselle didn't acknowledge anybody else as having any real impact on the show. Like case in point, that's why she treated Candace the way she treated Candace. That's why she'll hold it on Ashley if Ashley get out of line. That's why she treat Wendy the way she treat Candy. But you can tell she knows that Cameron is valuable to the show. So instead of her holding it on Cameron like she normally holding it on Cameron like she would do anybody else, she would just say some no. Me and Cameron have to have some conversations and yada yada yada. So here, Wendy now. Wendy, like, well, can y'all have those conversations tonight? Because my birthday is tomorrow, and I really don't have time for y'all to be doing that then, right? Wendy, I don't think that this cast give a fuck enough about you to keep. Never mind. Let me keep going. So then, Wendy brings up that there may be some tension between Jazzy and Jacqueline. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I did not know that Jazzy was brought on by Mia. I learned that this episode because I actually liked Jazzy, right? But then this episode had me peeking on her because I didn't know she became a friend of the show through me. I didn't know that. So anyway, Jacqueline is like, listen, Jazzy is not me. I'm Queen Bee. She could never be me, and she needs to sit the fuck down. And I'm looking at her like, Jacqueline, and who are you? But neither here nor there, right? So anywho, Mia, they go back to the car scene with Mia and Karen, and Mia moves on to the next conversation. She's like, well, remember Stacy came by way of Karen. So now Mia is like, well, I'm just want to let you know about your little homegirl who I'm not feeling, which is Stacy. The group says she's a boring ass bitch, right? And then she proceeds to go on her confessional and call Stacy a valley girl. And she also said that she couldn't relate. Mia, how you doing? I want to make it clear to you why you can't relate. You can't relate because you grew up in foster care, Mia. No shade and no disrespect, but you cannot relate to a valley girl because if that's what she really is, but that's how you classified her. No, you would not be able to relate because you grew up in foster care. Two totally separate worlds. So the way that this girl acts and responds and maneuvers, I could see that getting under your skin because that's not your experience. I could also see it intimidating you, but you try to make it seem as though it's something else. Mia, you ain't low. And I'm gonna tell y'all another place that this showed up, and I always said it, but people ain't listen to me. If you are a power watcher, you will see these same behaviors between Effie and Lauren. And everybody kept trying to make it seem like, no, Effie's so thorough and she holding it down. And that's why she hated Lauren because Lauren is a snitch and a bitch. No, she didn't. She hated Lauren because Lauren came from good stock. And according to Effie, she didn't. She had been through so much trauma in her family and with her mother and all that she was jealous of Lauren because Lauren came from good stock. So every chance she got to get the discredit or pick on Lauren, she took the opportunity because you make me feel away. You make my blood boil because I'm just here to say you had a better life than me. And I feel like that's how Mia feel. I feel like Mia feel like Stacy comes from good stock. She's very pulled up. She's very high class. And really and truly, I'm the gut of the bottom of the barrel, scraping and scratching, lying and manning. So everything about her irritates my spirit. And the reason why this is relatable to me because it has happened to me before. And not even about material things and about money. I just come from a good family. I have a lot of love. I have a lot of support. And sometimes you interact with people that don't have that. So it makes them feel threatened by you. And they start to do weird shit to you. You like, bitch, I didn't even do nothing to you. Oh, I just don't like you. Why? Because I'm friendly and happy and sweet and nice. Yes, because I come from love. It ain't my fault. Listen, so I felt like when Mia said that, that wasn't everybody's thoughts. I felt like they were your own thoughts, and you decided to share them because you want them to be everybody else's thoughts. Because you low key feel threatened by Stacy, because you feel like you're gutter, and you feel like she thinks she's better than you, and I think you think she's better than you. All right, let me stop for a second and go to the chat. Miss Colleen said, "Manly Mia." Just because you put your biz naive out in the universe don't mean everybody else have to. I totally agree. Mia be manning. Like, come on, read the room. So, then they arrive at Lake Norman. Once again, y'all gonna have to get in the chat and tell me. Okay, Lake Norman. Is it Lake Lanier? Like, I don't fucking know. But anywho, they arrive there and everybody is initially is okay with me as accommodation. Like, oh Mia, you did well, Mia, you did well. Then they see that Gizelle and Cameron have fairly nice rooms, but then they have to share a bathroom. And on Current is mortified. On Current is like, I don't want to be bothered with this bitch. Gizelle, I'm holding it on you, and I'm telling y'all, I love the Grand Dame. I love the Grand Dame. Y'all going to see me be very biased and continue to give her passes because I love her. Do I feel like the drunk driving incidents, because according to the show, it's been more than one? Do I feel like they're unfortunate? Yes, but I also feel like she's growing through some things. I've only lost one parent, and I know that breaks me. I can't imagine losing both. So I'm giving Aunt Kern a pass. But anyway, then there was a room with some bunk beds, right? So once again, Mia is gonna stay on Stacy head top because she's Effie and Stacy is Lauren. It makes her feel away once again, just who Stacy is. So she gives the room to Kiana, the bunk room with the bunk beds to Kiana and Stacy, and she says it's because they're in girlfriend boot camp. Bitch, what? Anywho, they move on to the rest of the rooms, and then Wendy has this whole birthday setup that they made for us. So they begin to serenade Wendy and oh, happy birthday, da, da, da. So they, as they're beginning to serenade Wendy, folks are coming in because everybody didn't know they was doing that. So then Giselle walks in. And remember, Wendy said in the car, she like, well, my birthday festivities start tomorrow, so whatever, whatever. So I guess Giselle was like, well, let me mentally prepare myself for tomorrow to act like I like this bitch. So she was mortified to walk in and see her have a whole setup for her because she thought this was happening tomorrow, and really she don't want it to happen at all because Giselle cannot stand Wendy. You can honestly see, as soon as she walked in, instead of her being like, oh my God, this is so nice, she was like, oh, we're starting the birthday already? Bitch. But you know what? I want to say something. Giselle, you know what I think? You know what I think is the issue, and I think I might have cracked the motherfucking code and broke the fourth wall. Let me tell y'all what I think Giselle's issue is. I don't know about Robin because she was looped into that whole colorism thing, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I think Giselle's issue is. Y'all gotta remember, Giselle is the ex-wife of Jamal Bryant, who everybody claimed that was the love of her life. She ain't never had a motherfucking man since, and let her tell us she had one before, but who knows who they are, right? And also, for according to Tom Kern, Jamal's infidelity drove Giselle ass allegedly to the crazy house. That's how much she loved him, right? I don't know if you guys know Jamal history, but all of the ladies that Jamal has been linked to is people like Phaedra, Tweet, Malaysia. All of these women are brown skin or dark skin women. None of the women that Jamal cheated with look anything like Giselle. So you know what I think with Giselle when it comes to this dark skin woman, brown skin woman bias? I don't think it's necessarily colorism because I just think I'm a light skinned bitch who's better than dark skinned bitches. No, I think my kryptonite is that my man cheated with all of the bitches that look like Wendy and Candace. So I hate them for it. Because I don't understand why you keep saying in this episode, me and Wendy came a long way and we trying, but then you do this shady shit. It's like, are you really trying? Are you really trying? So to walk in there, instead of walking in there being like, oh my God, this is so nice. Yeah, when this is, oh, we're starting the birthday already. Yes, bitch, we are. But you do a lot of shady things. Because even in the car when they were driving up there, Wendy was like, oh, isn't it crazy? I'm turning 40. No, it's really not. That's what Giselle, like, you just don't like Wendy. But I believe you just don't like any brown skin, dark skin women because you didn't like Monique, you didn't like Candace. And if you keep in mind, all of those women are also women that you tried to fuck up their marriage. And I think it's because every woman that Jamal cheated with, I'm telling y'all can check the resume. They are all dark skin or brown skin women. Tweet, Phaedra, Malaysia, these are all dark skin or brown skin women. So it's not necessarily I am colorist against them people. No, I'm pissed with them bitches because those are all the bitches that screwed my husband. And that's who my husband really wants. Now, why he married you and decided to cheat with you with women who all look the same, I don't know. But it leads me to believe he never really wanted you. He just wanted the aesthetic of things. And I feel like that's an insecurity within you. But again, I'm going to keep doing my research because I believe I just healed Giselle Hart. Anyway, thank you, Miss Colleen, for the super chat. She said, read them 304. Thank you, Miss Colleen. All right. So in any event, they shared that Jacqueline and Mia will be sharing a room. And according to Jacqueline, she goes in the confessional to basically say, well, I don't really want to share a room because I'm tired of being on Mia tit. And Mia basically said, I have to share a room with her because she needs to be on the tit. She needs to be breastfed and put to sleep. I hate that friendship. I really, really do. To be honest, I hate that friendship. I think it's so corny and so disingenuous that it irritates me. Because every single time it seems like y'all trying to actually try to be friends, y'all in the confessional doing weird shit and saying nasty things about one another. Just like last episode when Jacqueline let on that when Mia and Ink wasn't really rocking, Ink tried to hide. Like, why? Why do y'all do that and then try to stand up here and act like y'all friends? No, y'all are lipstick lesbians who don't really like each other. And when we talk about that whole girls thing, that's what they mean about the bitches that's not really girls and try to pretend to be. Y'all some low-key, evil, spiteful, hating bitches and can't stand one another, but y'all gonna smile for the camera and act like we're friends. Girl, get the fuck out of here, right? So, in any event, that's what they said about the room. And then my girl Stacy arrives. Now, Stacy. Mm-hmm. Stacy, my girl. I like Stacy because, like I said, I can't honestly say how Stacy was raised, right? But I will say that a large portion of Stacy's life has afforded her the opportunity to glow up. So a lot of her behaviors and actions are very much of a glowed up bitch. And I fucks with Stacey for that. I really, really do. Cause certain things she like, girl, I'm so far ahead of my time. My grandmom just met my grandpops at the high school prom. Like I know what's going on. Y'all bitches ain't gonna y'all not gonna get me. I know to get y'all. So now when she gets there, Giselle shared that she had to leave for a few because she said the next day was Angel in the Doors cap and gown ceremony and yada yada yada, right? And then she tried to stir the pot and she said, well, I'm glad y'all good. So the people like, well, who? And it was like Jacqueline and Jazzy. And like I said, I personally didn't know that Jazzy came by way of Mia. So when Giselle said that, it kind of shocked me, right? I'm not gonna lie, that Jacqueline and Jazzy beef, it disappointed me because I like Jazzy. I like Jazzy. I felt like she was sharp. She was with the shits. Like I felt like her and Kiana was kind of like in the same groove. So to know she came with Mia B. Manning, I didn't want to see that. Anywho, Mia shared, she was like, listen, we're going to have some guests, some old friends of mine. They're from this neighborhood. They're going to come and meet us out and we're going to go out on the boat, have dinner, yada, 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 right? Well, when she started sharing about the friends, everybody's like, well, Jacqueline, these must be your friends too, since you and Jacqueline are so close. And Jacqueline was basically like, I mean, no, they're Mia's friends and we're cordial. So somebody was like, Jacqueline, you be having beef with everybody. Like you always have an issue, even including with Mia. So that prompted Karen to be like, okay, well, since we talking about Jacqueline and her bullshit, let me bring up, bitch, why did your uh thick ass sideburns tell everybody that when you spoke to me post the accident, I sounded tipsy? What the fuck was that about, right? So they was all like, "Oh, Karen is only bringing this up to she's because she's deflecting." No, 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 no. On Karen is not only deflecting, she's checking. Bitch, I'm letting your ass know you tried to really, really damage my character because why did you do that? Why did you say that, girl? Can you believe that Jacqueline turned into a whole white woman right there, a Karen in front of Karen, and started crying and saying, "Well, no, we was all concerned about you." Jacqueline, you going back and telling the group that after I got into a car accident that would suggest that I was drinking while driving, you spoke to me post that accident and I was still drinking. That means that you're concerned about me. So what the fuck you telling the group for? You ain't come to holler at me. Why you ain't ask me on the phone? Why didn't you say, Cameron, it sound like you had some drinks. You want me to come over so we can talk? Because you don't need to be drinking after your accident. And also I know that you said this happened because you agree with, so maybe you need just need to talk to somebody. No, you went back and told them to stir some shit up because you're trying to low-key secure a spot on the show. And one thing I love about Kern, on Kern was not playing, she was deflecting and checking. On Kern said you can cry to the cows come home, I don't give a fuck. Right, on Kern. Right, on Kern. That's right. Don't give me that you was concerned that you want to make sure I was okay. No, the fuck you wasn't. Move along. You was trying to secure your spot and drag up some drama. But when you did it, our current jumped on your head top, and you know she's one of the fan favorites and one of the stars of the show. That's why you started crying. Girl, you was deflected, not on current. But let's go back to the chat. Miss Carlene said, I'm so glad that the Grand Dame checked Jacqueline ass. Exactly. Jacqueline gives me weird vibes. She's too defensive of me. I like Stacey. I like Stacey too, Miss Carlene. And you are a weird ass bitch. And you try to get upset because they called you a sidekick. That's what you are. You got here for bumping coochies with Mia. And then what I don't like is if you got here from bumping coochies with Mia and that's your homegirl and that's your claim to fame, own that. What you be doing is trying to throw your claim to fame under the bus because why was you saying in the confessional last week, oh, Ink tried to talk to me? What are you telling that for? But she's here saying Ink is the love of her life. So you a shady ass bitch. I don't like it, but you also a broke ass bitch. You try to give that whole spiel and stand up and say you're this and you're that. No, you're broke and you trying to get up on the show. Ain't nobody stupid. Anyway, they show Stacey to her room. So, girl, Stacey, girl, this right here, Stacey, this right here in these moments, I fell in love with you. I fell in love with Stacey in these moments because again, even Kiana, I think Kiana, which once again, oh, Kiana, I don't know what I feel about you yet because I had a feeling that I ain't really cared for you too much last season when you jumped in that fight and tried to act like they attacked you when you literally jumped in it on your own and got your ass whipped and your cranium cracked. But anywho, I also felt like what you was trying to do because even when Stacey walked in, you was like, I got a surprise for you. I felt like low key you were instigating Stacey. You were trying to You were trying to make an inflammatory situation. So you was trying to like plant the battery in Stacy back, and you was trying to get her to see the room. So now she could jump on the bandwagon with you, and y'all could beef about the room. And I think you looked stupid and felt stupid when Stacy flipped the whole motherfucking script. Y'all bitches ain't gonna get me, and that's why I fucked with Stacy. This is a mental game, baby. This is a mental game. I'm not gonna be Wendy and Candace and get ran off the show and get bullied into being complacent. No, no, no. I'm gonna play in y'all bitches face the same motherfucking way. You know what Stacey said? Oh my word! Oh my god! Growing up, I never had bunk beds because I always had the queen size or I always was the in the throne up at the top. So I always wanted to at some point be a peasant. And now if this is the opportunity for me to actually see how peasants live, no problem. Yes, 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 Stacey. Stacey, I was here for you. No, y'all, what y'all bitches want me to do is sit up here and argue with y'all about the room so y'all could tell me I'm new to the group. No, 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 no. You ain't getting that from me. And even Kiana had to say, Kiana was like, oh, Stacey made me see this differently. I'm here for Stacey. Yeah, you need to grow up, Kiana. You need to grow up. And that was the third time that showed me that because I felt that way when you dived in that fight last season instead of minding your fucking business and letting Wendy and Candace handle their own shit because they some punk bitches. That was another point that made me feel like you need to grow up because you was only taking Stacey niggas. You wanted Stacey to feel like, oh, excuse me, I'm above this space. As soon as she wants smoke, you was going to jump on the Sam Bainwack. Same bandwagon. But see, Stacey fooled your ass. Stacey was like, baby, this is chess, not checkers. I know what's going on. Stacey was like, yes, I'm used to living like the queen. I flew around the world with my husband. I know how this shit goes. But I have also wanted to see how peasants live, and this is how. Let me give this a try. Stacey, I applaud you, bitch. You gonna be here for some seasons. You got it. That's why NECA had to go. She ain't know how to play the game. Anyway, then they show Ashley package and she talking to somebody out on the balcony, and she's basically saying how she's trying to make a way for herself to maintain her lifestyle. She's doing so by thotting. Ashley, nobody cares. Moving right along, girl. So then Karen and Stacey get some alone time. So Stacey is basically sharing how, they're coming up to the mediation for the divorce. And she was like, remember, they have an 8-year-old daughter, and they didn't share with their 8-year-old that they're getting divorced because they wanted to see when things will be finalized before they introduce her to that trauma, because it's going to be traumatic for her, right? So she was like, because they're leading up to the mediation, basically she getting nervous because she's going to have to tell her daughter soon. And she's like, that really makes her feel uncomfortable, right? So Cameron heard her out, massaged her through, yada, yada. She's like, but I want to tell you something because I'm your girl. I overheard that the ladies were saying that you're boring. So Stacey was like, me? That's the lady was saying? What is that I'm boring? What is it? So Stacey was like, but you know what? Listen, I'm very happy, very well kept, very about my business, and I'm very not letting these bitches play in my face while I be demure and classy. So I can see why that makes them uncomfortable. It's okay. I understand the hate. It can continue to come because I'm good. Stacey, girl, you might become girl. You right now. You right underneath Cameron. You my girl. You my girl. So anyway, Mia, hands and feet come out. Baby Manning, she came out and was like, hey, we're gonna leave to go on the boat. You guys ready? So they both was like, yeah, bitch, we ready. Get out. So anyway, now they get to the boat, right? When they get on the boat, Stacey decides to be messy, and she's like, Kiana, who are you not that close with within the group? Right? So Kiana was like, I'm not close with that thought bitch Ashley, right? Because we just saw motherfucking Rock, and I feel like I'm not really banging with you. Like, you ain't really my type of person. I didn't like how this all went down. Like, you be moving funny. Now, girl, right here, I'm not gonna lie. Right here, I'm not gonna lie. Ashley gets on my fucking nerves, but Ashley is reality TV gold, and she knows how to shake and move in any type of situation. I don't know if it was editing or not. If Ashley did respond to Kiana, you would never know, because Ashley was like, so, anywho, Mia. So I know you brought us here to Lake Norman, and you said, I remember you took a beautiful picture of you, Gina. Is this what she totally disregarded everything that Kiana said, took all the wind out of Kiana's sail. And I was like, that was perfect. Again, that's like this whole reality TV game is mental. I was just telling my homegirl, I was like, me personally, I would be perfect on reality TV. I tell you what I would do. The only two this would be my request. Don't ever in this lifetime think I'm gonna play with my relationship on reality TV. And when you pair me up with these bitches, just be clear, these ain't my real friends. So if I'm shading them in a confessional and all that, that's because they my co-workers. I would never go on reality TV with my real friends or my family. No. And I would never play with my relationship. But you put me on with some bitches that I got to check left and right in the confessionals. Oh, I got you, baby. So I always said like, and Ashley know how to play the game. Ashley was like, Kiana, you're low key, high key, looking for a moment out of me, and I'm not giving you that because I'm really low key scared of you because I know you'll beat the shit out of me because I seen you in that fight the last time. So let me make sure I redirect everything you say so you don't have a reason to lose it on me. And then when you do, I can also refer back to the times I tried to avoid you and you became a bully and I'm a Karen and you jumped on my ass. So be careful, Kiana, because you don't give me you know how to play the mental game like Ashley do. So Miss Carlene says Stacy was so happy to sleep in the bunk beds. She showed those heifers how glad she was. Stacy took that shit like a champ. I agree, Miss Carlene. So Mia went into the story about Ingrid. Girl, Mia, you know why this is sad? And I'm not gonna lie. Like I look at it like I pray that an ex friend or an ex spouse. Wait, girl, you is dragging this shit out of G, dragging him terribly. He's on meds. He's sporadic. He's low key unhinged. Like this is nasty. This is your kid's father. This is nasty. I was just looking. I was like, girl. Then Kiana brings up the messy way Ashley told Stacy's business regarding the good Judy TJ. Now, Stacy girl, Stacy, I like you, Stacy. I do. And I hope that TJ is into you. That's what I will say. I like you, girl. So anyway, Stacy basically shared she was like she was pissed with Ashley because the way she rolled it out minimized what TJ meant to her. And she was like, no, he's very, very important to me. And I want that to be known. I don't want it to be like I'm BSing about that. No, he's very, very important to me. Right. And then she shared she has been celibate for a year. I want y'all to take a guess who got in a confessional and was like, no, she hasn't. Mia B. Manning. You know why you felt that way, Mia? Because you're a whore, right? So you can imagine that somebody will be able to keep their pussy to themselves for an entire 12 months because you've never been able to keep yours to yourself for 12 minutes. Mia, if you going to hate on Stacy, Stacy is going to run circles around you and possibly drive you crazy and get you ran off the show. Because Wendy wasn't even as sharp as Stacy and she got you to get physical with her. So I do not see you surviving Stacy because Stacy is sharp. So you let me know how you coming for her gonna work for you. Cause Stacy give me, bitch, I know how to play the mental game. So you can try, cause I know in foster care, y'all probably had trainings and programs and restraints that possibly shows you how to think mentally. You could be strong when you ain't eating 6 days, but bitch, I'm school for this, ready for this, and I will be on your motherfucking head top. So be careful, Armia. Be manning. Anywho, Stacy was like, well, who called me boring? Right. And Mia tried to make it seem like, well, it was all of us, that was and Stacy was like, well, guess what? I would understand me being the high pitched queen bitch and y'all bitches can't take me, shake me, or replace me, that would make you feel away. But either way, whoever called me boring, I'm here, I'm rocking, and what y'all hoes gonna do. That was the long and the short of what she said. And I love Stacey's response. I don't listen. I understand if I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's shot of Henny. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm here. I got this, and y'all can't do nothing about me. Right? So then they arrived at where they were going to have dinner. The additional guests started arriving. Dom was one of the first ones. She's also who put the dinner together. So everybody was like, thank you, Dom. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Dom. I mean, I guess, whatever, right? Then Giselle was like, listen, let me clock in. Boom, punch the clock. Well, you guys know that I'm leaving tomorrow. And Wendy asked me not to bring this drama up tomorrow because it is her birthday. So I'll just bring it up today. So she was like, Karen, listen, I was not happy with you by announcing that, oh, your event is the same day as mine after you already knew when mine was. That made me feel away. And then I felt like you were forcing the girls to choose. Right? Giselle. Mm-hmm. You know why that made you feel away, Giselle? You know why? Because you are absolutely sure, and 100% that if Karen is not the fan favorite on the same level as you, she's more than you. Okay? And you know that her putting it out there that they would have to choose, everybody would choose her because Rob the Builder is not there. Rob the Builder's not there. See, before when you had Robin there and you and her would be able to bully the other girls to make it seem like y'all was the cool club, then folks would side with you. But Rob the Builder is not there and Ashley is not solid enough. So you know Cameron putting the girls in a position where they would have to choose would make you lose because they would choose Cameron every time. We all love the Grand Dame, baby. Drunk and all. We all love the Grand Dame. And that's why that got under your skin because you felt like you're possibly, if not already, being dethroned because everybody chose to attend Cameron's event. Some of them also chose to attend yours as well, but everybody chose to attend hers. And you knew that that would happen because you know they don't really fucks with you. But see, before you didn't care because you had your guard dog, Rob the Builder, barking and roughing and choking and grabbing everybody else did. Now you don't have that and you're feeling it. So that wasn't just about you being upset with Karen because no, you were upset because you were dethroned, bitch. And I'm so happy to see with that wrinkled ass thick neck that you are being dethroned. That was so good for you. So, anywho, Giselle shared her feelings, and Cameron was like, listen, at the end of the day, this is what I'll apologize for. I'll apologize for not being able to attend your event and not supporting you about something regarding your father. She was like, but check this out, bitch, because I seen what you tried to do. You tried to go around, because if y'all notice, they didn't show it like on the show. They showed it as like a flashback moment. Giselle went around and apologized to everybody for kicking them out, saying that she really did that because she was mad at Cameron. Cameron said, guess what, bitch, you ain't going to put that on me. You ain't gonna put that on me. Your ass is crafty. And I'm not taking no ownership for you being a disrespectful fucking mean girl, because that's who you've always been. So while I can take responsibility for not being able to support you at an event that was geared towards supporting your dad and his situation, I will not take responsibility for you disrespecting these other bitches in the group. Because guess what, bitch? That's just who you are, you green-eyed monster. I was like, on Kern, girl. That's why you the grand dame. Lay on these bitches' head top. Don't play with them. Don't play with them. Guess what Giselle said? Okay, okay, Karen, you got it. Yes, I know I do, bitch. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Yes, Big Kern. Yes, Big Kern. Y'all can't fuck with the grand dame. Anywho, more friends are Mia, Rob, Rachel, Joy, right? And Ashley was there. And Ashley, you are fucking trailer park trash, girl. I can't with you, girl. And she's Mia's friends are bad bitches. I love being around bad bitches. Girl, Mia be manning, and them bitches is whack. And Ashley, you're whack. Bye. Right. So the friends start sharing stories. I didn't really give a damn about them stories. I didn't want to hear about Mia foster care life. Who cares, right? So then Mia B. Manning had her own story. So she said years ago, her and Karen and another one of the girls, they went out to hang out. They was having a good time. Right? And in the meantime, in between time, while they was out hanging out, I guess Karen must have walked off from them and butt dialed Mia. And then you should see how Mia is laughing. Mia, your lips don't move, your cheeks don't move, your eyes don't move, and your skin look like you have crater face. After all the work you had, you still look absolutely fucking terrible. And Mia be manning. So anyway, she said that how when Karen butt dialed her, she heard Karen in the background saying, "These ladies think I'm with Ray, but I'm not." You know why you mad, Mia? Which is again another hating trait. And I think this all comes from your foster care background. This is another hating trait because not only are you hating on my girl Stacy, but this is with the hating trait that you have for Cameron. Because bitches like you, instead of being able to understand that you and somebody had a situation, theirs might have went a little better than yours, and you can live with and sit with yours and make your own circumstances better, you would hate on that person because their situation was better. Let me give you the long and the short of it. You and Karen both were some young bitches that got with some sugar daddies that y'all thought was going to take care of y'all for the rest of y'all fucking life. That's the long and the short of it. So y'all got with these men that's 30, 40, 60, 80 years older than y'all, because in y'all mind, I'm the young hot thing on his arm. He gonna spend that bread on me and we gonna be good. But what ended up happening, this happened with Cameron too, when Gray had his whole tax situation, is bumps in the road came. And when bumps in the road came, see, Cameron is a good solid bitch. That's why I fucks with the grand dame. Because instead of her fleeing the scene on Ray, or making it seem like Ray was old and senile or playing around Ray face. No, she respected the institution of marriage and she held Ray down and they got past that. But see, for you, soon as the bump in the road hit, you said, oh, no, 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 no. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. I got with you for some money, and now you old and broke. I got to roll, right? So now you and G are no more, and you hating that Karen and Ray was able to weather their storm. So now here you go once again, because you tried this shit last season when you and Gordon was going through something. Here you go once again trying to cause division in Ray and Karen marriage because your marriage did not make it. That's why your hands and feet is so big, Mia. That's fucking why. That's why your skin looks terrible and your lips don't move. That's why, because you're not a good person. You're a liar, a manipulator, a greedy. You are gutter bottom of the barrel. And I really hate that they put you on this show because this really is not a good look for what they're trying to convey with the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, had they put you on Love and Hip Hop, I'd have been here for you, Mia. I'd have been here for you and your extended hands and feet all day, every day. But you on Potomac, I don't like it. You gutter snipe, you nasty. You don't even deserve to be there. You don't. So now here you go trying to fuck with Ray and Karen because guess what? They sugar daddy, young mama situation worked. You know why? Because Karen is a good woman. So when Ray went through his taxes situation, Karen says, you know what? I still held my man down. He got that money, he recouped that situation, and we're still good. So now you're going to keep bringing up that things are quote unquote going on in our marriage. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. But that's who you are. And that's why your hands and feet keep growing, and I cannot fucking stand you. So anyway, because you should have seen how she was laughing when she was saying that you a nasty bitch. Anyway, girl, that's how the show went. That was the 1 hour. I actually enjoyed. You guys, if you feel free to drop down in the comment section, and let me know. Do you agree with what I say? Do you disagree with what I said? Did I miss some parts that is very intricate to the story? If you want, leave me a super chat. If not, I do understand. What I would appreciate is that because you're here, you hit the thumbs up on this video. Please, 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 please like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. You guys enjoy your Sunday night and enjoy your week.